name is Rowdy Meyer. I've been a resident here in Jackson County for 23 years. I'd first like to thank all of the planning board for doing your civic duty and serving your country. I know that it's hard on you guys. I know you're getting pressure from every single angle, but I have to tell you that the solar project and its legacy is yours. My first comment on section 2, paragraph 1, you say the purpose of these regulations is to provide requirements and rules for such use and to identify significant environmental, social, and economic impacts. Yet nowhere in the regulations do I see anyone addressing the property values around the solar project.
Amen.
Lawrence Berkeley National Lab says that property values will decrease by 7%. Just this year, the New York Times shared another study suggesting that it would be at least 12%. The planning board should require NextEra and Jeffrey Solar to compensate these innocent people for their loss. Next, section 3, 1C and C1I state that the corporation must provide a certificate of good standing from their state corporation and list past projects wherever located for the delivery of power. This confuses me. Jeffrey Solar was formed as an LLC on November 12, 2024. They have no previous projects. If you're using NextEra projects, we must also include a list of lawsuits over the last 10 years, and a simple Google search will reveal many. One of them is recent as November 2024. Further, if Jeffrey Solar is to be used as a shell company, removing the risk from NextEra, who will be left holding the bag if something bad happens? I would assume you would add language to protect the taxpayer from this risk. Further, section 4.1c goes on to say that, again, they must disclose ownership, standing, and state of the corporation. The filing 1001464 was filed less than a year ago, and the company's domestic state is listed as Delaware. I hope this board, somebody cut me off? Okay. I hope this board is not okay with, sorry. It's all right. It's all right. I hope this board is not okay with allowing the risk to be held of a one-year-old company with no operating history. If they file bankruptcy, it will be Jackson County who foots the bill. Further, section 15C talks about decommissioning. If a shell company must be used, 100% of the decommissioning cost should be escrowed. The Center of Rural Affairs suggests this should be 40% of the total cost of the project. I know all of you care about Jackson County just like I do. This language must be added. Finally, section 4.1, the board has a long list of things that must be considered, and although this list is good and well thought out, it surprises me not to see a requirement on the manufacturer of origin. To support this further, in section 4.9K, you state that the solar panels must meet UL 1703, but I see no requirements regarding the inverters and other equipment. Recent news reports confirm that our adversaries have been putting kill switches and other things in the electronics we buy. The Economic Times headline reads, and I quote, Chinese kill switches found in U.S. solar projects. MSN, Fox, and Reuters ran similar stories in May of 2025. Wouldn't it make sense to require American-made products? I would encourage the planning board to put an additional focus on, one, our most essential freedom, which is property rights. Two, would be